the rest I already invited a lot of them.
Hey, hello Ismail. Welcome, welcome.
Hey, hi.
Yo, yo.
Yeah, nice to see you guys again.
Yeah, nice to see you.
Yeah. Mm. Busy for you, waifu?
Okay, the new year started.
Yeah.
The holidays are over.
I think not yet started. I mean, after the February.
February, right? It's coming
Yeah,
already.
coming. Yeah.
The next holiday is the Chinese New Year holiday.
Yes, next week, Saturday.
Yeah.
There'll be
That's all.
long weekend for you.
Yeah, long weekend.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. Okay, thanks everybody for coming in. I think we're gonna get started soon. Yes. Good to see everybody. Okay, my name is Waifu. I'm from Blended Concept. I'm replacing Luis, who can't be here today. So he sent his apologies and well wishes. He's caught up with the other meeting on the shelter for another meeting on the shelter arrangement for ex-offenders lah. Yeah. So yes. So today, I think we have a small and cozy group, and it's a good number. So thank you for spending this evening with us. So today we have Mahindran, who is here on behalf of Agape, who's going to be sharing a little bit more about the Agape transformation program lah. But I guess Mahindran has also a lot of experiences working in the area of employment and employability for the guys, the challenges that they face, as well as maybe even the challenges that employer face when hiring them lah. So I think this will be a fruitful session, even for myself. Yes. So with that, let me pass it to Mahindran to get it started lah. Okay, Mahindran, hand it over to you.
Thank you so much. Hi, everyone. Good evening, everyone. I'm Mahindran. I'm actually the job coach manager and currently heading the employment agency called Agape Plus at Agape itself. So I have been around in Agape for about 2 years or so. Agape has been around for about 12 years. Okay. Maybe I just go through my slides. All can hear me, right? Really? Okay. Okay, so Agape, we have 3 lines of business. Okay, we have a call center at MacPherson, my office, and we also have a call center at A4 Women's Prison that is up and running. So and we also have we are an approved training academy called Agape Learning Academy, and we run flagship program called Agape Transformation Program, and also WSQ courses like innovative customer experience management, mass communication, and a lot more. And we also do some trainings in the prison as well. Okay, we just started off with another line of business, and comprehensive licensed employment agency called Agape Plus. So this is also to help us place our learners who go through our Agape transformation program. Okay, let's watch a video on what Agape does and how it helps our beneficiaries. Can you hear the sound?
Mahindra, I think you need to share the sound.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. There's no sound.
Do I need to exit and come back in?
But don't need, when you share screen, right, there's a share sound button. So you click on the share screen again, right?
Okay, do I need to stop share and then share again?
You stop share. You click on the green button share screen. You will see this share sound. So you stop share and then you share. Then when you click on the share screen, you see this little button called share sound. You need to check it.
Okay, got it. Can you hear the sound?
No, we still don't hear the sound though. Yes,
The
yes.
purpose that
So sorry about the technical.
The purpose that I set up for Agape was I had a vision, and in this vision is to create an environment where ex-offenders like myself, physically disabled people, who have lost purpose in their life, where they can come in this environment that I envisage. And through this environment, if the environment is good, I knew I could get the best out of people, better versions of themselves. We started a 10-seater call center in Peace Center. 11 years now, we have 200 seats call center that runs primarily in two places. In the men's prison, where we started first, and subsequently we set up one in the women's prison, which is each is 100 seats. And today at Ubi, we have another 50-seater that's together.
The ATP program, otherwise known as the Agape Transformation Program, is an 8-day in-house curated program for the underserved communities such as single parents, persons with in-prison experience, persons with disabilities, as well as the long-term unemployed. Through this program, we hope to empower them with life skill sets that enable them to go back to the workplace and to take ownership of their own employment.
I don't know what's next, but one thing I do know, the idea, the intent of impacting more people, empowering more individuals to rise up and take ownership of their lives, and knowing that it is through employment we are able to redeem our dignity. Life is more about wealth. It's about relationships, about people seeing, growing, having their fun, laughter, seeing their kids grow. This is something that I find that is very important to me.
All right. So these are the three most important people in my company. Mr. Anil, who's the founder. He is an ex-offender himself. Joseph C., who's the Chief Executive Officer, as Manish Singh, who's the co-founder of Agape. Okay, Agape Learning Academy. It was actually established to empower, ex-offenders, particularly to develop a growth mindset and to overcome their self-limiting belief, enhancing their self-awareness and also take ownership of their employment. So ATP, which is Agape Transformation Program, was actually launched in June 2022. So previously, we were actually running batches called Agape Placement Program, about 15 batches or so. And with all the feedback received, we decided to come out with this Agape Transformation Program, which is an 8 days program. So we used to only take in more of ex-offenders, but recently we decided to open up to other people with challenges, like people with physically challenged, single parents, people, families staying in public rental houses, and also anyone who's finding challenges getting employed. Okay, so we believe in the word grow. First is growth mindset. Very important for anyone to have a growth mindset. When we fall, we have to get up again and then think what's next. The second is resilience, having the ability to accept and adapt to any situation and move forward. Third is taking ownership. You're taking any initiative that will come about to bring about positive changes and being accountable for any results of your own action. And lastly, the well-being, ability to maintain a sense of autonomy, self-acceptance, talking about health and mental health and physical health as well. Okay, so as ex-offenders, they do have a lot of challenges that come about, and they first released from prison. Even before that, social stigma is something that cannot be avoided. Employment discrimination, even now some employers are still sticky about ex-offenders. Financial struggles, banks may not be able to give them loans, for example, because they don't have the credibility, or they have not clocked in the number of working years or months. Limited social support, mental health challenges, legal restriction. For example, I have come across a lot of people who, from the security industry, go into prison and come out. And when they come out, they can't go back to the security industry until certain number of years. So they are stuck there, don't know what to do. Limited education and skill development, legal obligation. Some people we are tagging and they need to reach home by certain curfew. So all these are challenges, and this list actually goes on and on. Okay, that's why we decided to come up with this Agape Transformation Program. It's a program with, to piece all the puzzle together to have a holistic approach, to assist these ex-offenders. Okay, and the objective of this ATTP is mainly to have self-awareness, to understand what they are going through, to accept what they are going through, having a growth mindset, taking ownership of their employability, and set clear goals to work towards it. So it is actually an 8 days classroom-based learning, and there is an optional of 12 months mentoring journey where a befriender can be tagged to them to assist them throughout their journey once they are job placed. Okay, so this is the Agape Transformation Program, and there is a total of 8 modules. Okay, first is unlocking the positive mindset. Let me go through what they are going through. Okay, basically, for the first one is about setting of personal goals and SMART goals. And then, breaking away from their past, understanding self-management tools. The second day is about essential skills that drive success. Anything about communication skills, talking to people, talking to customers, talking and also speaking within yourself as well. Learning about self-awareness, self-motivation, and learning about empathy and relationship management. Day 3 is very important because this program comes with job placement. They learn about drafting their own resumes, going through interviews, what not to do, what to do during the interview. So there will be role plays going on, presentation, to understand how to go through an interview, for example. Day 4 is Mickey Island. It's actually a gamified learning where it's actually a simulation-based game where they will crash land into a remote island and they will need to strategically move across the island within certain number of days. And while moving, you will actually encounter many challenges. Like for example, animal will steal your food, there will be natural disaster, lack of food and water. And this whole journey, right, actually relates to our life, full of challenges. So how they proceed from one place to another place. And through this, they actually learn about self-limiting belief, teamwork, setting of vision and goals, taking care of health and body, and also thinking on your feet. Then day 5 is about fundamentals of financial literacy, anything about, saving, investment, CPF. Okay. Day 6 about basic digital literacy, where they learn about, for example, using handphone to be productive at work, learning of SingPass, setting up SingPass, what kind of apps will be helpful for them. So we will teach them how to download all this. So day 7 will be key customer excellence skills. Agape itself has been running contact center for past 12 years, and I can say that we are expertise in customer service excellence. So we will impart them the knowledge on how to handle customers. Day 8 is about personal effectiveness, is more of personal branding. And day 8 will also end with a graduation, a mini milestone celebration for the graduates, where we'll actually present a certificate. And during the day, we will actually invite some guests of honor to actually give some motivation speech to the learners. Okay, let's see how the class go in a video.
The name of transformation. It's helping me to build up my confidence.
It helps me to enhance my resume and also show me what is the mistake that I have made along the way.
Come with an open mind. Agape really, lift up with the name of Agape Transformation Programs.
Okay, so the transformative journey that a learner goes through is once they come for our 8 days learning program, we'll do a career profiling and advisory. So what happens during this career profiling is to understand, we will understand what kind of jobs they want. So they will actually indicate 3 jobs that they want with their salary expectation and also what's their educational profile. With that, we will assist them to draft out a resume. Okay, and then we will actually do a job matching with our own inclusive partners, employing partners. So we do have like 100 plus employing partners who are on board us. Helping us to take in people, the learners. Okay, and then why we do the job matching before the interview, we actually do interview preparation. So we do a role play to brush up on their interview skills. Okay, and then once they are job placed, we also continue with career coaching and mentoring support. Okay, so just now I was mentioning about the befriending mentorship. So once they're job placed, they have an option to choose, a mentorship program, so which extends to up to 12 months. So during this journey, right, there's this person tag to you, and you can share your any kind of grievance about work or even life matter to them, and then seek certain advice from them. And during this period, they will actually meet up either face to face or through a call, and discuss about certain topics which is beneficial for their work and their life. Okay, so we do have we work with more than 80 organizations presently, and we are actually reaching out to more. And we have partnered with more than 100 inclusive employing partners. So what I mean by inclusive employing partners, partners who are ready to support our ex-offenders, for example, and also to pay market rate. Some companies, I understand, they try to cut short because they are, ex-offenders. But here we make sure when we on board, they give the market rate salary based on their education profile and experience. So we also invite motivational guest speakers during the graduation day. Okay, so for achievement for last year, we actually managed to place more than 70% of learners who go through us in jobs. So that's, to us, is a success story by itself. Okay, and the industry they go to, actually, we have employing partners across all kind of industries, with retail, hospitality, F&B, travel, attraction, warehouse, logistics, customer service, environmental services. If let's say there's a learner who comes about and asks about certain jobs that not within our inclusive employing partner, we tend to go out and look for them. Okay, so before I proceed further, I have a success story. So I have this participant with me called Sinha. So what happened was previously Lezen, I think he's in this meeting now. So he actually contacted me, say that he's referring someone who is a bit low IQ, needs assistance. He is working in as a coffee shop plate cleaner, wiping the tables. So he wants him to do better, so he referred to me. So I actually interviewed him, noticed that, yeah, he can communicate well, to a certain extent, of course. and then he is able to do work better than what, wiping of table. So I get him to go through this 8 days program. Okay. He went through the 8 days program without any hiccups. He managed to learn. And then I managed to place him at Agape Services. Agape Services is actually not my company. It's actually under Far East. And he's working as a laundry assistant. So I've been working there for about 2 months so far. And then we are having good, when I asked the employer, they give good feedback about him. So for someone who has been wiping table up to now as a laundry assistant, there's so much, difference. And we managed to value add this person's life, and we are very happy about that. So actually, I called him down. So maybe we can have, I'll ask some questions and let him answer by himself. Okay. He's very shy actually. Let me off the slides. Okay. Come in. Okay, so this is Sinha. Talk louder a bit, huh? Okay, so can you tell me what were you working as previously?
White table,
Okay, and how you felt about it?
like very sad.
Okay, so when Lezen contacted us,
Yes.
you went through this Agape Transformation Program. Okay, what you learned through this Agape Transformation Program?
Learn to be confident and learn to sorry, be confident and learn how to adapt the working pace and learn how to make yourself confident and make my life better.
Okay, so when you were placed in a job, right, as a laundry assistant, how do you felt about it?
Happy and learn new things to improve myself.
So previously you're working as a table wiper. Now that you're working as a laundry assistant, how different is your life now?
Happy. White table, very simple. People criticize me. Yeah.
How do you feel about yourself now?
I have more happy that I can get the laundry that I like my dream to become laundry apple or what.
Okay, so one thing about him, when he first came out to us, right, he was super shy. He couldn't talk anything during class. And now he managed to, talk about himself to a group of people. And he have grown so much over this, 3 months. So this is definitely one of our top success stories. Okay. Let me go back to my slides. Anyway, do you have any questions about him?
No, I just want to share that he's very courageous brave to take on this to go through the program, actually to make this change Yeah.
And
Thanks for sharing.
And thanks to Lezen for referring him to us.
Mm.
Lezen, are you there?
I think he
Okay.
has some
Yeah.
connection issue.
Yeah, if I can make some comments, I think his name is Hiha. Hiya.
Sinha.
Sinha. Yeah.
SINA.
SINE.
SINA. Yeah. I want to say congratulations. Congratulations, bro. You did it, man. I'm very proud of you. Not many people, I work with people with ID, with ASD, and DS as well. And you made a mark. Yeah.
Thank you.
My salute, man.
He took ownership of his own job.
Yeah.
So
I must agree that totally. Great job, brother. Great job.
Thank you. Thanks.
Most welcome.
Thanks for the encouragement. Okay, so about Agape Transformation Program, it's currently fully funded by the government, by E2I actually. So throughout these 8 days, they do not need to pay a single cent. Lunch is provided for now. So, some people, previously we have learners coming through us before lunch was provided, right? They do not have money to even pay for their lunch. So end up seeing them drinking tap water sometimes. So we decided to cater lunch for them. So lunch is provided. And then at the end of the 8 days, right, they actually receive a sustenance allowance of $350. This is to tie them up for whatever expense they might have over these 8 days, like traveling and whatsoever. And after that, they also get a job. So job also depends on where they want to go to. We will, of course, try to match them to something that they prefer, because we understand out of experience. We know that matching a job of their preference, they tend to stay longer. So we do match up to their closest preference. Okay, so this is, you can actually scan the QR code to link up to any of your social platform and our websites. Okay, and do you have any questions? Please feel free.
Yeah, so maybe at this point, if you have any questions regarding the program, or even possibly about employment, employability, feel free to ask lah. Maybe I'll kickstart the question first. Manjan, if it's
Sure.
okay.
Yes,
Yeah, Manjan,
please.
thanks for sharing more such a in-depth detail about the program lah. Actually, I have some questions that as you're sharing that just came to my mind lah. I just kickstart one first, and then I will pass it to the group, and then we will see whether I'll try to come in again. Actually, my first question is, I saw that the placement rate is pretty high, which is 70%. Yeah, I just wanted to know a bit more about like the 30%. What could be some of the challenges that made it difficult for this remaining 30%?
Okay. So once they go through our program, right, some people unfortunately get recalled. Okay, not because they attend our program, but it's because of various reasons they get recalled. Some they have other commitments, like for example, taking care of their family, especially working mom. Like single parent who's taking care of daughters, or taking care of their parents. So and some are attending some courses, after our course. So these are the reasons why the 30% have not been placed. A large percentage is people who recall, because we cater this to our ex-offenders, right?
Okay. So in a sense, the guys are not tied up to must go through a employment
It's
after
not a
the
must.
program. It's not a must.
No, it's not a must.
Understand. Yeah. Maybe I pass it to the group lah. Do you have any questions to Mahindran about maybe employability or even employment challenges that your guys might be facing? That you might maybe seek some inputs from Mahindran based on his experiences.
Mahindra, the criteria for these applicants, these guys, are they still, let's say they just went out, they're still on, at S2 or still just fresh, maybe about a week or two only. Are they eligible, or they need to go after 4 months?
Okay, one of the conditions set by E2I is this learner who go through us must be Singaporean or PR. And for age-wise, for females 18 and above, and guys after NS. Okay, that's a minimum criteria. Other than that, we have people coming from MAS. For example, released and then through MAS, they're coming to us. Or people staying in the halfway houses while they are going through the community-based program, they come to us as well. So anyone, like if they feel like coming, and a lot of ROs from the prison side know about Agape Transformation Program, and they give clearance to attend the program as well, while they are on tagging or even in camp.
I'd like to know also, maybe because of this funding mechanism, just in case halfway they drop out.
No penalty.
No penalty, yeah?
If they drop out, their sustenance allowance will be prorated.
Okay, because in the past, the training provider funding given, then halfway they drop out, then they have a lot of problems with the funders. Yeah.
It's a very real problem where sometimes learners come to us due to whatever reason they drop out, or maybe lack of motivation or whatsoever. Yeah, there's no penalty to it. Just that they will their sustenance allowance will be cut short based on their attendance.
Okay. Thank you. This is also what I'm sharing with my boys inside. I told them, can go to Agape for training, motivations, yeah.
Yeah, here we teach a lot on mindset change because that is very important as an ex-offender. People coming out right up, especially people staying in for very long and come out, their mind is bounded by a lot of baggages and all. So
Yeah.
they need that unlocking of our positive mindset.
Yes. Yeah. Self-esteem, confidence. Thank you
Yes,
so much.
and
Thanks.
you know this.
So anyone have any other question? Daniel, yes, Daniel.
Yeah, Mindran, can I check with you?
Yes,
Do
sure.
you have the statistic of what kind of job they are employed in? Based on the
Okay.
industry that you show.
Okay, I do not have the exact percentage, but most of them go through customer service, logistics, environmental services, and retail. These are the highest percentage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And all these form up to about 70% who are job placed by us.
Okay. What's the second question is how many for each batch are you taking?
Oh, okay. We about on average is about 15 per class.
Okay.
We don't try not to take in too many as well. To have a holistic learning approach, right? Like one trainer to 15 participants.
Mm.
Can I check after during their employment, after their employment, how many of them still stay on, or do you all track on them, or
Okay. The last we checked, there are about 70% of them still in jobs after 9 months. That was the last time we checked.
oh, that's very good.
Yeah.
May I ask also, because some of them are some of these guys, they are, they are professionals,
Mm.
and then I think that the standard jobs, cleaning,
P&Ps, for
logistic,
example.
F&B, and this guy are IT, and
Yes.
they from the level like PMET,
Managerial level,
Yes. So how can they go your program and get motivated? Because I think SPSF they have limited. Yeah.
Okay. For learning wise, okay, this program can be anyone can go through from any profile, any background. Okay. Because this is a lot of mindset change, right? So it'll be useful for anyone. People with PhD even attended our program previously because they went through the prison system and then came out. About jobs, right? We do have a wide range of positions and with a lot of companies. So certain companies we manage to, we have managerial level or even higher. And we also have tie up with employment agencies.
Right.
So yeah, so I can practically say that we are able to actually job place anyone that comes about. Just that as long as the person is not fixated with one particular position, they are open to, within their level, of course, we are able to place them.
Okay. Yeah, I would tell them about Agape and the Buckley Cup. They got interested in that. Thank you. Thank you.
You're most welcome.
I see Lawrence video is turned on. Lawrence, do you have a question in mind? Oh no, okay. Christine?
Sorry, just now I might have disconnected a bit, so I'm not sure if this question was asked. But then because like clients when they're out, they are tied to yellow ribbon, right? So like at least for most of them lah. So for this, if they go for this, then will the employers be tied up with because if they're on program and they need to be on a yellow ribbon, like what do you call it, like program, right? Tied up with yellow ribbon, then are the employers in your pool willing to link up with yellow ribbon, or are they already like
inclusive partners? They usually know whoever they are coming from. Like if let's say they are coming through yellow ribbons, right? They have to communicate with yellow ribbons. So what we are doing here is something similar to yellow ribbon, but we call ourselves boutique because we have personal attention with individuals.
Yeah.
So when we work with halfway house, for example, okay, there are a lot of paperwork that need to be cleared by the prison and all. So we assist to do that. For yellow ribbons, there are also people who find that they are not satisfied with the jobs given by yellow ribbons. So we're able to, get them go through this program, of course, with their RO's permission. They go through us and then they get job placed by us. So it's not actually, there is no yellow ribbon. I'm not talking about WRS scheme. A WRS scheme, it's more of they have to have a job before they can come out. But these are people who are, for example, maybe MAS, but the jobs are given by yellow ribbons. Those people, they can actually change job, provided the RO permit. Usually they will allow. Yeah, so there are many ways they can actually go through this Agape transformation program and subsequently get job placed.
Okay.
Did I answer your question?
Yeah, so it's more of like the case by case, I guess, also, right? By the prisons, whether
Yeah,
or not.
but usually with valid reason they allow.
Mm,
Like, some people lose motivation after a few days at work. Maybe they have to stand for very long, for example. So this kind of situation they actually allow.
okay. And thank you.
No problem.
So maybe Mahindra, let me jump into the question. Okay,
Yeah.
actually I'm just thinking because employment of ex-offenders has always been a big topic lah. And I think the fact that your data shows that 9 months the retention rate is at least 70% is actually pretty high. So I'm also wondering, in the mentoring experiences that you guys have, right? What are some of the common challenges that your mentors have to deal with when it comes to mentoring beneficiaries who are actually in employment? Like, what are kind of issues, common issues that they bring up?
Okay, very real family kind of issues. Like, for example, they say, I have a family matter. I'm not able to go to work tomorrow. How can I handle this? So that kind of situation a lot happens. Or some people like unable to wake up in the morning, so keep going to work late. So they ask how to improve. So on top of this mentorship, we also do appraisals. We also do coaching. And whenever we place, right, we actually always communicate with the employer. And when employer or the learner have some issues, during the work, we will actually step in and do coaching. And it's usually a three-way communication. So we will get the employer, the supervisor, together with the learner and talk things out, mediate the situation. So through this, right, they actually tend to stay there longer.
So I'm hearing that the role that Agape plays is a lot of mediation, whereby you will actually facilitate the conversation between the employer and the
Yes.
supervisors, at least,
Yes.
and the employee.
Yes. And recently we onboard a trial by Singapore prisons doing a case management basis to got on board a few candidates, right? Directly from prison release, right? And go through jobs, and we do appraisals for 12 months. So during the 12 months, they actually they are closely monitored, and we do have a few candidates who are happily working, and every time I visit them, it's like a very happy working environment. So these are all the small things, or maybe a big things that we do to make them, enjoy the culture that they're working at.
So Mahendra, maybe this is more of a personal question. As a job coach or as a mentor, how do you draw that line between being empathetic towards the plight of the employee versus being practical about the needs of the employer?
Okay,
Because that's where the tension always comes, right? They will say that, hey, how long do you want me to hold on to this guy? When I need to see him change soon. But you see progress on the empathic side, you see small progress made. So how do you draw that line, or how do you make
So for me, I'll be very frank with employers. Like, if let's say, I will also observe how this learner is progressing. And if let's say the person, everyone makes mistake. So if they make mistake, I will get them to, tell them, give him a chance, for example. But when I personally see that after giving chance, he still continues, then I will say maybe this person is not for you lah. Then for me, I will need to also see how this person, if let's say he cannot change, for example, he's just too rigid, then I can't help him much unless he helps himself lah. But if let's say we see that he can change, maybe changing on the environment may work, then I will just try to stitch him up with another job, for example. I have done such things before. Yeah. It's very subjective, I would say. Some people really cannot help. like really try our best also cannot.
Mm, Yeah, I think this is always the quite a difficult position to be in, because you may have employers who are more understanding and willing to pace the employee, but there are also those who may be running a business and is quite practical in terms of their needs. They can't have the kind of time to actually groom.
Yeah, we do have a fair bit of employers who actually try to support them. Like for example, being very inclusive, like whatever mistakes they do, they try to close one eye, they keep giving chance and chance after one another. Then they will actually share with us, and we also coach parallelly. And there are times that the person becomes successful, and there are also times where they fall off. Maybe get recalled or whatsoever. So yeah, there's two ways to it.
So Mahendra, I guess that the critical role that Agape plays in this whole process then is really being the party that is actually supporting the employers in the process of holding and hiring the beneficiaries. Yeah.
Yes.
Having that had support to talk to turn to.
Correct. Yeah. So they are not alone. Either way, the employers are not alone, the learners are not alone. We are there always for them. Sometimes, my phone, I will always call it a public phone. Anyone will just call in and say, I got this problem, I got this problem. Try to solve the issue. Yeah.
Thanks, Mahendra. Maybe I'll pass it back to the group before I hawk you on the line. Yes, anyone else have any questions regarding employment? Because this is quite a big thing. Actually, one of the key things that the guys face is employment takes up at least one third to half of their lives, if you think about it. And we talk about reintegration. If the experience at the employment side is a very big stressor, it's actually quite a big difficulty that they're facing. Yeah. So I'm not sure whether you have any experiences that you guys want to share as well. Feel free to hop on. I know that Daniel, your site is also hiring, right?
Yes.
Are you open to sharing some of the common challenges that your site face as well when it comes to hiring of beneficiaries?
For us, hiring basically keep it simple. I think the most difficult, like what Mahendra also share, is something that they really in terms of attitude, they got problem. They got problem adjusting the mindset change thing. Other than that, normally a lot of them will stay on and work, do their best when they face problem. But I find that one crucial thing happen normally. They don't know how to face their conflict. They don't know how to handle conflict. So now my challenges actually is on the ground. I need someone to give them the mentoring kind of support for them. I think I find that after some time, this conflict thing is actually why I employ about I think 203 years already. So left about 50 over. So I wonder what the other 100 over, what happened to them. So I try to analyze what happened. Actually, most of the time it's the conflict issue. But other than that, of course, conflict issue besides that is also their family issue. That one, I think that one is an ongoing thing. We have to give them the strong support along the way. But conflict part, this way we can solve. It will be a great way for them to move on. Even in other works that they want to work, wherever they want to work, they can do it. So my issue actually hiring is not really a big issue, because I went to, actually one issue that I faced that is actually they have a lot of them have got no money to go to work in the first place. I got shocked when I first joined this hiring process. So this is something that we hope that, like just now, one of the program is talking about financial literacy. I think that one is very critical. I give you a live example. Actually, they receive a lot of money before the so-called, for example, from some external agencies like give them support, financial support. But with this money, actually the 1 month is two payday. But before the first day pay out, the the money that they have already gone. Even though it's a big amount, no, that can be 200 to 300. They can just spend off and then ask for loan. So this is something that is something that we employer should look into lah. I think especially this financial literacy is actually teach them how to fish, to teach them how to manage their own money. Let them experience the process, which I think is more critical, rather than the theory part. It's practically like follow up with them to tell them, hey, how you spend your money, daily, that kind of thing. And you can see their own issue that they face financially, how to overcome it.
So actually, it's like end up the employer is doing the casework at the employment site. Based on what Danny are sharing, like doing casework already. We're planning doing financial literacy education, conflict management, managing their problem solving skills. Yeah, so Mahendra, maybe the question to you is also for existing employees who are being hired, can employers send their people to your program?
No. Because this is a job placement program, so our learners should be unemployed before they go through this program. There are people who actually really want to attend this program and then resign because they really don't like the job. Go through our program and then subsequently get job placed.
Okay.
Mahendra.
Yeah.
Hi, Lawrence there.
Hi,
Hey, so when anybody can actually apply for it if they're unemployed, and they don't pay any money, do they? It's just totally yours. You subsidize everything.
E2I subsidizes.
Well, you do because E2I and you are working in collaboration, right?
Yes.
Which is really good, right? Which is unusual, in fact. One of the things I like to ask you, right, is that you use mentoring as optional. How many people actually, as a percentage basis, how many people actually take up this mentoring when they find a job?
I would say about 20%.
20%. Why do you think it's so low?
Okay, because many factors. Some people, they do not want anyone to be with them. Like they just want to be independent. Some they just I think mostly all want to be independent. Only those 20, they feel that they need some assistance.
Okay, that's fine. So do you feel that mentoring is important in achieving success rates higher than 70%?
Personally, yes. But on top of the mentoring, we do coaching. So coaching is something that it's, if let's say there's an issue, we will definitely step in. So I feel that is contributing to the success rate as well.
Yeah, because mentoring is also including coaching. So and who's your mentor base? Are they ex-offenders who have been very successful and they come in to help you?
I would say all walks of life. We do have ex-offenders. We also have companies that does this as a CSR. Of course, they do go through a training program to understand how to handle, queries from such ex-offenders, for example.
Yeah. So you do have a program that you provide for mentors who volunteer to your services then?
Yes.
That's good. Okay.
So
all of this, all of these
Yeah.
people here could actually benefit from your program as well by providing the support that you want. Okay. Thank you.
Hey, maybe Mahendra, I just throw in a few more questions and then we can end. I think we are nearing the end now. I think today we may end a bit earlier. I think that's all right. Maybe Mahendra, because I know that this program actually extends to a wide range of learners. So this is more for the learning side of things. I mean I saw Siva is your learner's name just now was
Sina.
Sorry?
Sina. Sina.
Sina. So like you have learners at the Sina's profile. You may have learners who are actually from marginal families, but it could be educated. And you have learners from the beneficiaries of any groups. So in a classroom setting, how do you manage the diversity in terms of the cognitive abilities, the pace that they are going?
Okay, our trainers are well trained to manage such diverse group. And so far, it's been going very perfectly fine. There's never had one instance that due to diversity, there's an issue. So they will, first day, usually they will come and, they're quiet. You can hear pin drop silent the first day. And subsequently, the last day, right, we have to step in and say, please quiet down. And even for the last class right now, people cook for one another. They bring food in for the rest of their classmates to eat. So they form this kampong kind of spirit. And we see this almost consistently across all the class. So I don't see, although it's a diverse group and they can actually participate well together.
Okay. So maybe then the part on Daniel's point, right, on conflict management, because I think managing interpersonal relationship is a big thing, lah. Is it covered in the program or in your mentoring? How do you manage things like that? Because
it covers in the program itself.
Okay.
The first day itself is unlocking the positive mindset. It covers there. And one thing I realized personally is the ex-offenders, they tend to concentrate on the immediate problem. Like, I have a problem now and you settle it immediately. They don't think far ahead. So that's where we try to solve this issue. On the first day itself, we will teach them how to do it. And also Mickey Island also covers the same thing. When you have a challenge, how you plan ahead. So it covers. And we do see changes.
The other common behaviors that I also notice is the whole idea of cutting off. Whereby when there's one issue, they cut themselves off from all the other things that are doing well. So for example, they're conflict with one individual, they'll cut off the relationship with all the other things that is happening in the office, or they will threaten to just drop off the whole workplace.
Oh yes.
I wonder if this is something that you see in the trend as well.
Yeah, I do receive some calls based on that. But I'll just coach them. I'll just ask them to think far. What's your objective? What you intend to do, and your actions. Every action got consequence, lah. So what's the action you're going to have now? So I'll talk to them, and then usually they will hear me out. They will take the better decision usually.
So it's a lot of interpersonal investment into supporting them through them.
Yes.
Okay.
And sometimes it gets very draining personally. But yeah.
Yeah. If I may add, I do have such similar experience where they have their own challenges, and some of them are just half big or half past six. But some of them are very, very self-motivated. They have their own self thing they want to change. And I also noticed what you mentioned just now. Towards the end of the program, it tends to have like a group thing, and the noise start coming in. They feel like I'm going to end already. So I feel like, okay lah, we are more settled down. But then sometimes I find this moment can be a distraction to some who really wants to move on. Yeah, just sharing on my thoughts.
But to us, we see it's a very positive thing to us. The last day is like a very festive mode on during all the batches. So we will have guests of honor coming in, and then they will share what's their thoughts about this course. And then there will be a small makan session. Sometimes we actually get some donuts for them. Then we will just pick. It is like a mini celebration too, and to hype them up also waiting for the next job placement that's coming up. Yeah. So to us it's a very positive environment.
So maybe I open up maybe one or another two questions from the floor if there's any. They want to ask before we wrap things up for today lah. Any other questions that you all have? No, everyone's okay. Okay, maybe before we end it off lah, I just want to share that actually my job just a question lah, because today at there was a disaster network COP community of practice focusing on community support groups for disasters, and I think one of the topic they were talking about is collaboration, understanding the programs better. I'm also wondering whether for ATP is it open for SSAs to sit in to really understand how the programs are run, so that they can have a better understanding of what it is and how to refer their people, how to market and sell their program.
Yeah, we can facilitate that. Yeah.
So that's open.
We can definitely, yeah, definitely, yeah.
Okay, so maybe for all the individuals who are representing different SSA, if you guys are interested to see it and really kind of like, I mean, there's a lot of good things going on in the program. And if you want to see it, to just see what it's like so that you can, refer and also alleviate some of the concerns that your beneficiary may have lah, if you are referring such program to them. I think you can reach out to
We-
Mahindran.
So when
Yeah.
we previously reach out to certain organizations, right? Some organizations they will come in and maybe sit in for maybe 2 hours of session to understand what's happening. Yeah, then they will just they will go and share with their own colleagues and subsequently send their beneficiaries over. We can
Okay.
explore such things. No issue.
Yeah,
Thanks,
sounds good. Sounds good. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I will hook up with Mahindran after this.
Yes,
Just to
please.
know.
Connect with me.
Yeah, man. Because I would make a comparison during when they're inside there, then outside, how's it like? What are the vibes? What are the things that, because for me, it's more of a strength-based focus. Yeah, strength-based focus. I will capitalize on the strength and how to get up defeat. Yeah, then just focus on that. Yeah, whatever I told them, whatever sampah you have, it's not my problem. Let's move forward from there. Yeah.
Thanks. So Mahindran, maybe any last words from you to the group before we end off tonight's session?
If let's say you have any beneficiaries who like to go through this program, please connect with me. And then I mean, it's a good program for anyone who needs a job to go through. So this is in summary, I'll call it a career kickstart program. So,
Okay, thanks, Mahindran. So
okay, no worries.
if you all need Mahindran's contact, I
You
think
can actually,
you all know where to find him lah.
yeah.
Okay, before you guys go, right? Sorry, my connection is a bit bad. There's actually a evaluation to get you to help us fill up. So if y'all could do it, I'm pasting it into the chat link. And if you are done, right, then we will call you off tonight lah. Can? So if not, thank you, Mahindran. Really appreciate the
No worries.
sharing. Yeah, and thanks, Sina, if he's still there lah.
He's still there. Yeah.
Hey,
Thanks for
thanks,
having
Sina,
us.
for sharing. Yeah, thanks. Thank you so much. Thanks, Sina. Yeah, take care. So for the rest of you, if you have done up the evaluation, you have a good night. Thanks for spending the evening with us. For this 1 hour. Yeah, if not, have a good rest. Thank you. See you all in the next. Yes, and Louis sends regards and apologies. Thank you, everyone. It's in the chat lah, if you can do it.